to mental health and psychological well-being. I'm Kristen, or foundational concepts. Understanding them is crucial as they influence all aspects of life: relationships, work, physical health, and overall satisfaction. This module provides personal insights and develops professional skills for promoting well-being. This module covers fundamental concepts of mental health and psychological well-being. We'll differentiate mental health from mental illness, explore theoretical models, and examine biological, psychological, social, and environmental influencing factors. Understanding these foundations highlights why promoting mental wellness is crucial for individual and community health. This outlines learning objectives, defining mental health, distinct from illness, exploring models like RIFS and PERMA, identifying key determinants: biological, psychological, social, environmental, recognizing early signs of distress for timely intervention, and encouraging personal reflection to apply concepts. This module covers core mental health concepts, frameworks, and influencing factors: biological, psychological, social, environmental. We'll explore the mental health continuum and its link to sustainable lifestyles. The teaching approach combines theory with practical application through lectures, case studies, discussions, self-reflection, and multimedia resources. Our mental health education is built on 4 key pillars. It's evidence-based, drawing on the latest research for accurate information. We take a holistic perspective, considering biological, psychological, social, and environmental factors. Our approach is person-centered, respecting individual experiences and diverse cultures. Finally, it's action-oriented, providing practical strategies to improve mental health literacy and personal well-being. The highlights the WHO's definition of mental health, emphasizing it's more than just the absence of illness. It's a state of well-being encompassing emotional, psychological, and social dimensions. This holistic view helps individuals realize their abilities, cope with stress, work productively, and contribute to their community, ultimately enabling them to thrive. Mental health is a universal continuum of well-being, influenced by life experiences. Mental illness refers to diagnosable conditions affecting thoughts, mood, or behavior, often requiring intervention. Crucially, one can have a mental illness and good mental health, or no illness and poor mental health. This distinction highlights functional well-being over solely clinical diagnoses. The dual continuum model shows mental health and mental illness as separate, interconnected dimensions, not opposite ends of one spectrum. It means someone can have a mental illness but good mental health with support, or no illness but poor mental health due to life stressors. The model emphasizes promoting overall mental well-being for everyone, regardless of diagnosis. This addresses common myths about mental health. We'll clarify that mental health challenges are widespread, affecting 1 in 4 people, and are not rare. Emphasize that conditions require treatment, not just willpower. Lastly, highlight that open conversations are crucial for reducing stigma and encouraging help-seeking, promoting overall well-being and recovery. Continue discussing common mental health misconceptions. Children and adolescents experience mental health conditions, often developing into adult issues. Most people with mental illness are not violent. They are more often victims. Effective evidence-based treatments exist with high success rates, comparable to physical health conditions. Understanding mental health stigma is crucial. It prevents individuals from seeking essential support. Stigma has 3 forms: public, societal discrimination; self-stigma, internalized negative beliefs; and institutional, policies limiting opportunities. Its impact includes delayed help-seeking, reduced self-esteem, discrimination in employment, housing, social isolation, and compromised care. Stress the importance of combating stigma to improve mental health outcomes. Education dispels myths and provides accurate information, challenging stereotypes and reducing prejudice. It's fundamental for understanding mental health realities. Meaningful contact with those having lived experience fosters empathy and breaks down us versus them mindsets, humanizing mental health challenges. Protest actively challenges stigmatizing portrayals and discrimination, advocating for fair treatment and demanding change in media and practices. Using person-first language promotes dignity and respect, shifting focus from diagnosis to the individual, e.g., person experiencing depression, instead of a depressive. Policy reform is essential for systemic change, protecting rights and ensuring equitable access to healthcare, employment, and housing for people with mental health conditions. This explores well-being, crucial for mental health, through two main approaches, hedonic and eudaimonic. Hedonic well-being focuses on happiness, pleasure, and positive emotions, often temporary. Eudaimonic well-being centers on meaning, purpose, and self-actualization, leading to more stable fulfillment. Highlight the contrast between short-term pleasure and long-term meaning. Optimal well-being integrates hedonic, pleasure, positive emotions, and eudaimonic, purpose, personal growth elements. Achieving this balance involves fostering positive emotions, engaging in meaningful activities, building supportive relationships, and developing resilience. Research shows that combining both approaches leads to a more profound and sustainable overall well-being. Carol Riff's 1989 model outlines 6 key dimensions of psychological well-being. 1. Self-acceptance. Positive attitude towards self, acknowledging strengths and limitations. 2. Personal growth. Continuous development and openness to new experiences. 3. Purpose in life. Having goals and a sense of direction. 4. Environmental mastery. Effectively managing one's life and surroundings. 5. Autonomy. Self-determination and independent regulation of behavior. 6 positive relations. Warm, trusting, and satisfying relationships with others. Self-acceptance is a core dimension of well-being, involving a positive attitude towards oneself and one's past, acknowledging both strengths and limitations. Key components include self-compassion, forgiveness, and realistic self-perception. High self-acceptance means comfort with identity, embracing imperfections, openness to feedback, and reduced defensiveness and social comparison, fostering a secure sense of worth. Personal growth is crucial for well-being, focusing on actively realizing one's full potential through continuous development. It involves an open mind, viewing challenges as learning opportunities, not hindrances. Individuals with high personal growth consistently seek new skills, adapt to change, and learn from setbacks. Regular self-reflection helps evaluate progress and refine goals, leading to a sense of becoming a better, more accomplished individual. Purpose in life is crucial for psychological well-being, providing meaning and direction. It involves clear goals, a conviction that one's life has significance, and a guiding philosophy. A strong sense of purpose fosters motivation, resilience, alignment of daily activities with values, and a drive to contribute to something larger than oneself. It helps prioritize decisions and cultivate overall well-being. Environmental mastery is about effectively managing and influencing one's surroundings to align with personal needs. It's a proactive engagement with your environment, showing competence in handling life's demands. Key signs include effective time-resource management, adaptability, and creating supportive environments. It emphasizes being an active agent in shaping your life, fostering control and efficacy for well-being. Autonomy signifies self-determination, independence, and internally regulated behavior. It involves resisting social pressures and evaluating oneself by personal standards. Key indicators include confident, independent decision-making, maintaining convictions despite opposition, reduced peer pressure susceptibility, and self-directed goal setting, even when holding unpopular opinions aligned with values. It enables choices that foster personal growth and fulfillment. Positive relations with others are crucial for psychological well-being, focusing on meaningful and supportive interpersonal connections. They are built on warm, trusting relationships, characterized by mutual understanding, empathy, and genuine care. This involves a give-and-take dynamic, leading to deep connections, healthy boundaries, and effective conflict resolution. These relations provide emotional support and foster individual growth and self-worth. Martin Seligman's PERMA model outlines 5 essential elements for cultivating psychological well-being: positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. This framework offers a roadmap for enhancing one's psychological state and achieving a flourishing life beyond the mere absence of ill health. Positive emotions, joy, gratitude, hope, are crucial for well-being. The broaden and build theory suggests they expand cognitive capacities and build personal resources, enhancing resilience and physical health. Key benefits include broadening attention, building resources, and counteracting negativity. Encourage practical applications like gratitude journaling, savoring positive experiences, acts of kindness, and mindfulness for a richer life. Engagement means full immersion in an activity, leading to a flow state. This state, described by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, involves complete absorption, merged action and awareness, a sense of control, distorted time perception, and intrinsic reward. To achieve flow, ensure clear goals, immediate feedback, a balance between challenge and skill, minimal distractions, and activities aligned with personal interests. Fostering these conditions unlocks profound engagement. Relationships are the strongest predictor of well-being, crucial for physical and mental health. Strong social bonds reduce early death risk by 50%. Isolation rivals smoking and harm. Positive relationships build resilience against stress. Giving support is highly beneficial. Diverse relationships built on trust, empathy, and mutual support are key for flourishing. Meaning is crucial for psychological well-being, providing direction and purpose beyond personal gratification. It stems from connecting to something greater, serving others, core values, spiritual beliefs, or legacy. A strong sense of meaning enhances resilience, increases life satisfaction, reduces depression risk, and boosts motivation. It serves as a framework to integrate experiences and maintain direction, especially during difficult times. Accomplishment is our innate drive for achievement and success. Healthy accomplishment involves pursuing mastery, setting meaningful goals, and valuing both the process and outcome, fostering growth. Be aware of pitfalls like seeking only external validation, perfectionism, constant comparison, or overly tying identity to achievements, which can lead to burnout. Focus on internal satisfaction and learning for true well-being. This case study illustrates how Sarah, a graduate student, integrates the PERMA model daily. Highlight her actions for each element: gratitude for positive emotions, focused research for engagement, social connections for relationships, volunteering for meaning, and academic goals for accomplishment. Emphasize how this balanced approach supports her well-being amidst academic pressures. Mental health is shaped by complex interactions of biological, psychological, social, and environmental factors. No single cause, but a dynamic interplay influences well-being or distress. Understanding these interconnected determinants is crucial for effective prevention and intervention strategies, targeting root causes rather than just symptoms. Biological factors profoundly influence mental health. Key aspects include genetic predispositions, neurochemical imbalances, e.g., serotonin, dopamine affecting mood, and variations in brain structure and function. Physical health, encompassing chronic illness, hormones, nutrition, sleep, and activity, also significantly impacts mental well-being. These elements collectively highlight the intricate biological basis of mental health, guiding effective prevention and intervention strategies. Epigenetics explores how environmental factors, stress, nutrition, etc., influence gene expression without changing DNA. It acts like a dimmer switch for genes, explaining mental health differences, even in identical twins, and can be passed down. This field emphasizes the dynamic interaction between biology and environment, moving beyond the simple nature versus nurture debate for understanding mental well-being. When we talk about mental health, it's crucial to understand the internal psychological factors at play. Think about things like our inherent personality traits, how we're wired, or the coping skills we develop to handle stress. Our cognitive patterns, essentially how we think about the world and ourselves, greatly influence our well-being. And let's not forget self-efficacy, our belief in our ability to succeed, which is a powerful driver for resilience. These elements dynamically interact, shaping our mental landscape. Social factors like relationships, community, work environment, and culture profoundly affect mental well-being. Strong personal connections and community support build resilience and belonging. A positive work environment, including job satisfaction and work-life balance, is crucial. Cultural context shapes mental health perceptions and help-seeking behaviors, requiring a culturally sensitive approach. Social determinants of health, SDH, are conditions shaped by money, power, and resources, leading to health inequities. Recognizing SDH shows mental health is a collective responsibility needing systemic interventions. Key determinants include income, education, employment, early childhood development, food security, housing, social support, and health service access. Environmental factors profoundly impact mental well-being. Housing quality and affordability, alongside neighborhood characteristics, affect psychological health. Inadequate housing increases stress. Access to green spaces aids physical activity, social interaction, and stress reduction, lowering rates of depression and anxiety. Environmental quality is crucial. Pollution and noise harm brain function, while clean environments improve mental health outcomes. Climate change profoundly impacts mental health via multiple pathways. Direct impacts include trauma from extreme weather. Displacement causes distress and loss of connection. Resource scarcity leads to stress and conflict. Climate anxiety manifests as worry for the future and ecological grief. Identity disruption arises from losing culturally significant places. Vulnerable populations, especially indigenous communities, face disproportionate impacts. Economic factors significantly impact mental health. Poverty and financial stress increase mental health risks, while income inequality correlates with higher mental health burdens. Unemployment and job insecurity lead to poorer mental health and chronic stress. Meaningful work and positive workplace conditions improve well-being. Policies reducing inequality and providing social safety nets are crucial protective factors. Intersectionality reveals how multiple social identities, race, gender, class, create unique experiences and compound disadvantages, impacting mental health. It explains why generic care often fails marginalized groups and highlights the need for culturally responsive, identity-affirming care. This perspective also shows how privilege and oppression affect access to mental health resources. Recognizing early signs of mental distress is crucial. These manifest emotionally, sadness, anxiety, mood swings, cognitively, concentration issues, negative thoughts, and behaviorally, sleep, appetite changes, social withdrawal, substance use. Prompt identification enables timely intervention, preventing conditions from worsening and supporting individuals effectively. Timely intervention for mental health challenges is crucial. Early support prevents escalation, reduces symptom duration, and minimizes daily disruption, preserving social networks. This also decreases the need for intensive treatments. However, significant barriers impede access, including social stigma, low mental health literacy, difficulty in self-recognition of symptoms, limited affordable services, and long waiting lists. Addressing these obstacles is vital for ensuring effective and prompt assistance. Mental and physical health are fundamentally interconnected, influencing each other through physiological, behavioral, neural, and social pathways. Stress impacts the body. Mental state affects habits, and shared brain circuits process pain. Social connections also play a role. This integrated understanding is crucial for promoting sustainable well-being and challenges traditional separate healthcare approaches. Nutrition profoundly impacts mental health. Specific nutrients are crucial for brain function. Dietary patterns like Mediterranean diets lower depression risk. Omega-3s improve mood. The gut microbiome influences neurotransmitters like serotonin. Deficiencies in B vitamins, zinc, and magnesium negatively affect mental well-being. Prioritize foods like fatty fish, colorful fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, fermented foods, and leafy greens to support brain health. Physical activity profoundly benefits mental health across the lifespan. Regular exercise significantly reduces symptoms of depression and anxiety by releasing mood-enhancing endorphins. It also boosts brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, crucial for cognitive function and neuroplasticity. Key benefits include improved sleep, enhanced social connections, and boosted self-efficacy. Even moderate activity, such as 150 minutes weekly, yields substantial mental health improvements. Quality sleep is crucial for mental health, supporting emotional regulation, stress management, memory, and cognitive function. Poor sleep increases the risk of mood disorders and vice versa. Emphasize consistent sleep schedules, screen-free time before bed, creating a comfortable sleep environment, and limiting stimulants. These hygiene practices are key for overall well-being. Nature significantly boosts mental health. Even short exposures, 20 to 30 minutes, reduce stress and cortisol levels. It restores attention, combating mental fatigue through soft fascination, and enhances concentration. Contact with nature improves mood, lessening symptoms of depression and anxiety. Natural spaces also foster social connection, helping to reduce feelings of isolation. Encourage spending time outdoors for overall well-being. Purposeful living provides meaning and direction, enhancing overall well-being. It includes a coherent life narrative, aligning activities with values, and contributing beyond self-interest. This fosters a sense that one's existence matters, driving daily choices. A strong sense of purpose brings many benefits: increased longevity, better physical health, greater resilience, protection against cognitive decline, and reduced risk of depression/anxiety. It also leads to more fulfilling relationships, enriching both personal well-being and social connections. Digital well-being means engaging thoughtfully with technology to support mental health. Discuss challenges like social media comparison and sleep disruption. Highlight benefits such as access to mental health resources and supportive communities. Emphasize cultivating healthy digital habits like intentional consumption and digital detoxes for a balanced relationship with technology. Alex flourishes due to protective factors like social connections and purpose. Jordan languishes due to risk factors such as social isolation and lack of meaning. This card highlights how these factors influence mental well-being, even without a formal diagnosis. Cultural contexts define mental health understanding and experience. This impacts distress expression, often through somatic symptoms, and shapes help-seeking norms. Indigenous traditions offer holistic healing. Language barriers exist for Western concepts. Recognizing varied stigma levels and these cultural nuances is crucial for effective global support strategies. Now let's open up the discussion. We've explored how deeply culture influences mental health. Let's delve into these questions together. How do cultural backgrounds shape our understanding and communication of mental health? What barriers might culture create for seeking support, and how can professionals offer truly responsive care? Finally, consider the global application of Western models. I'm keen to hear your perspectives. Invite participants to reflect on their personal well-being. Guide them to consider the questions: how they define well-being, factors supporting challenging their mental health, and cultural influences. Emphasize this is a private exercise, with optional sharing during discussion. WHO offers comprehensive global mental health resources. Key initiatives include the Mental Health Action Plan for Well-Being Promotion, MHGAP for non-specialist care, Quality Rights for Facility Standards, and the Special Initiative for Universal Health Coverage Integration. These valuable, multilingual resources are available on the WHO website. This section summarizes core insights into mental health and well-being. Mental health is holistic, emotional, psychological, social well-being, not just absence of illness. Well-being frameworks, RIFs, PERMA, explain psychological flourishing. Mental health is shaped by complex biological, psychological, social, and environmental factors throughout life. Early distress recognition and timely interventions prevent severe conditions. Sustainable well-being integrates mental health with physical health, lifestyle, and meaningful engagement. This card outlines Module 1's assessments. It starts with a knowledge check quiz on definitions and models. Then, a reflective journal entry requires personal insights on well-being and strategies. Finally, a case study analysis of 2 lives focuses on identifying factors influencing mental health and proposing interventions for flourishing. Module 2 covers mindfulness and stress management. We'll explore stress's neuroscience, learn evidence-based mindfulness practices for reduction, and develop coping strategies. The module emphasizes mindfulness's role in emotional regulation and present moment awareness. Remind participants to complete assigned readings and download audio files. This reading list provides essential materials to deepen understanding. Core textbooks by Keyes and Riff offer foundational academic insights into mental health as a complete state and psychological well-being. Supplementary reading includes Seligman's work on happiness, the WHO's Global Mental Health Report, and Allen et al.'s paper on social determinants. These resources provide broader perspectives and practical applications for further learning. This is an opportunity for questions and discussion. Encourage participants to share insights on psychological well-being models and mental health determinants. Prompt them to consider cultural perceptions and applicable well-being strategies. Emphasize that their questions enrich collective understanding of these complex topics. Thank you for your participation in Module 1. We've established foundational concepts for mental health and well-being, which we'll build on for practical skills. Key reminders: complete your assessment, review readings, and prepare for Module 2 on mindfulness and stress management. Don't hesitate to reach out with any questions.